Pam is very unique. I tell you, in her own style and way and everything. Pam has been there for me through all the good times. She's been there when we had challenging times. She's been there for my family, my children, my husband, all of them. She has been there for us. But I just want to talk about really how the courage, how she gave me courage. I mean, she is a very, very great person, but she also influenced others like myself. And I know, like the commissioners here. But in my life, when I met Pam, I was a former teacher and a housewife. And she came to my house one day and through a company, and she told me, you can do this business. And I looked at her and I said, oh God, I want to be like her. So, we started business together. She was the business leader. I was just a partner, okay? But she took me to heights that I never thought that I would be there. I started out with Pam. I'm going to take 2 minutes. But I started out with Pam, and Pam told me I could do things I thought I couldn't do. I mean, I was at the Superdome in New Orleans. I spoke in front of over 8,000 people. I got trophies that were 7, 8 feet tall. Our income went from to 6-figure, went higher than that. I mean, I'm out in Bay Hill looking at houses, $10,000 a month. You know, I mean, Pam just encouraged me so much. I can talk from a business stand, and I thank you, Pam, for everything. Everything. The person that I am today, I thank God, and I thank Pam as my mentor, as my coach, as my motivator, all through business. I mean, things that was unbelievable. That she told me, said, Mary, you can do it. I know you can do it. You can speak in front of people. You can do this business. I mean, I was writing business, didn't even know the checks I had in the office. I come by and had 4 or 5 checks, didn't even know it was there. I mean, she encouraged me so much and was a great motivator. You can help these people. And that's what I went in for, to help people. And, you know, it was just, it's a great feeling to be the person I am today. I'm still a business owner, and I thank you so much for it. You know, and just want to tell you how much we love you, okay, everything. And the road was really easy with Pam because she guided me to just heights that, like Martin Luther King said, he just went to the top. But I never changed my personality. I still, like you, I still love people. I'm still encouraging people the same way that she coached me to do, okay, and still loving people. But it's all because of God first, and Pam, you as my leader and my motivator, and I thank you for everything. Okay? And also, I just want to add, I have my grandbaby in the audience, and Sarah. I have her in the audience, and because of what Pam has instilled in me, now I can instill in my children and my grandchildren. She's a 4.0, just made Zeta Star, and it's selected out of 4,000 to go to business tomorrow. All because of what Pam did. Yeah.
All right. And family. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, moving right on up this yellow brick road, all right? We have a very dear friend of mine, a fellow who almost knocked me out one time. I caught a thought of something, and next thing I knew, I was big old fellas on top of me, laughing and picking at me. This guy, he's a legend in his own time. He comes from a legendary family, and he's a very, very good friend of ours, and someone I love and respect. And he and Pam are just like sisters and brothers. Y'all help me welcome the legendary Mr. Razzie Smith II. Come on, Razzie.
But I just want to say that my journey with Pam has been when we lived in Buckhead. We live in Buckhead. Buckhead is the street behind Carroll. You know what I'm talking about? You live in Orlando. Yeah. That's real hood. I've known Pam a long time. And when we were young boys at College Junior High School, there was a young time yearbook came out. And in the paper, back in the day, we used to have dark green paper. Regular paper on kind of Setting Star, remember, right? Y'all with me? So Pam came out in that paper where she had touched, I think we had Superman came to Jones at that time, picked up the car and glass and all that stuff. He was in every magazine too. So Pam went up and touched this electric machine, and her hair went up. Remember that?
Yeah. From Howard, from Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Washington, D.C. And the hair went way up, and everybody saw that long hair. What people said, oh, yeah, what's wrong? They were looking at the scientific part of it. I've been knowing Pam a long time, and when we were in school, when we graduated from school, we stayed in contact. You were just talking about, she went to FAMU, and I went to South Carolina State. So when he was running kickoffs, I was going down the field to make a tackle. So I happened to knock him out. So I'm going to let y'all know that. He's just playing around. But I was all excited when Leroy and Pam got married a long time ago. So I started working with Leroy and Pam with Primera. Where I met Mary Davis, who was a superstar. She runs circles around a lot of people, even me. She had a good program going. So in the process of doing that, we got a lot of coaching with Pam. We got a lot of direction. Even one time, I remember we had to make NSC, which was the top spot in Primera, and we stayed up all night to get the numbers to take it to Atlanta. Now, we could have put it in the mail and have been there the next day. But what we did was, we let everybody bring all their stuff in about 12 o'clock that night. We got in the car and drove the Alps to Atlanta because we wanted to make sure that Pam and Leroy got to the NSD position, which was the top position in Primera. And we did that, and we only did it because of tenacity that Pam had her team, by pushing her team and by making them go, like a real coach. I come from a coaching family, and coaching is part of my blood. And so when I see another coach, I know another coach. And Pam is a coach, Pam is a leader. She always has been a leader. I say that because she's my home girl first, and I say that also because I've seen her handle her business. I've seen the success that she knew I put down in this town and all over the world compared to other guys who were superstars. So with that, I also want to say that it's Pam's season for grace and for faith.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a old rivalry there. I'm sure Reggie. Okay. Thank you, Reggie, very much. Y'all put your hands together for Tampa Reggie second. Okay. I'm taking too much time. Here we go. We're going up the Yellow Brick Road. We're on the second phase of it, which is the courage, right? We still on courage?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, these next speakers are people that I didn't know previously. I got to know through PAM and whatnot. They're all lovely people. So, next of all, let's talk about NAACP leader, Miss Beverly Neal. All right? Y'all know they know what that is, right? That's why about civil rights and all that stuff. And this lady is a real champion for all of us. Thank you very much.
It's, like they say, it's going to take more than 2 minutes to say what I have to say about you. But I'm going to say what I have to say if I go over too long. But I'm going to take my privilege and say what needs to be said. All right? First of all, Pam and our lives crisscrossed long before we really even knew each other. We were both executives with Southern Bell at the time, Bell South, Southern Bell, before the divestiture in 1984. But listening to what a lot of you have said, it takes me back to the days of Bell. The values, the tenacity that they instilled in us as employees. What they showed us and what they taught us, it was, the training was always as if you knew nothing. They gave you the training that you needed. And this is what I'm hearing here this evening about Pam, for those of you who have known her much longer than I have. But, you know, the quality is more important than the quantity. Pam and I have not been long friends, but the time that we've been friends, the quality has been really, really good. Pam and I met, like I said, we crisscrossed during our days at Bell. I was in Jacksonville, she was in Orlando. And one thing about the Bell system during the time that we were executives, there were not very many of us there during that time. So you may not have known somebody, but you would have heard the bits and pieces about them. I later left and went to Washington, D.C. to live. And that's where my political life bloomed. I went from corporate to politics. But having been back in Orlando, that's all I've ever done, has been on the political side. And I don't know how to operate outside the political side. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is the politics. And I come to wish Pam from the back, the boldest, the most cursed, the most revered organization, the civil rights organization. You call God first, and then you call the NAACP. So we're almost synonymous. And working with Pam, she has really helped me to do a lot of my work with the NAACP. And I'm just going to give this to you because I'm going to give you the credit and let everybody know this is the first time that I have given you these numbers. But on November the 2nd, we, NAACP and the AACCC, did a Souls to the Polls. Now that's the religious mobilization of the NAACP. That's a lot of people call it Souls to the Polls. But the real Souls to the Polls has a religious component. It's not just a mobilization piece. And Pam and I got together and we started talking about it. So Pam said, what do you need me to do? Because I don't see the actions of what you want to do. I told Pam what I needed. She got out there. We had a great time. Pam, I want you to know that on November the 2nd, here in Orlando, we mobilized 3,000 plus people to the polls to vote on that Sunday.